Good afternoon. Welcome to our new episode of Livin la Vida Broka. Today, James is going to show you how to build a rudder because unfortunately, near the coast of the Cayman Islands, we lost our board. We lost our board rudder. So James had to build a new one.
Don't stop.
So if you ever lose your rudder, which is not very probable, here is how you can replace it. Cheap and quick. Was that enough?
That's super cute, yeah.
That's pretty random.
I like it. Just for everybody, that was her idea. Okay, building a rudder. All right, let's talk about materials. This foam that I built this rudder out of comes in two ways. And I'm not talking about styrofoam, I'm talking about marine foam, which you should be using. Go into any marine store or West Marine or boat shop and ask for foam and they'll give you the right stuff. Or at least point you in the right direction. But usually it comes in two ways. Either you can get just the foam or you can get it impregnated and or already glassed on the outside. This stuff happens to be both. This is called Kusa Board. It's, you can't really see it in here. There we go. It's foam with 4 layers of fiberglass. There's one, let me see, get a better view here. There's one right here inside the foam, right there inside the foam, and then 2 on the outside, biax. This is just woven on the inside. And then the foam is actually impregnated with fiberglass as well. So it's really strong. This is overkill for what I'm doing, I think. I could have just made this thing out of foam, but it'll never break. And this is like vacuum bagged, treated, real nice biax on the outside. Alright, working here has been crazy. I've got everything ready to rock to laminate the pieces together. So it's supposed to be 3 inches thick, but I got 1-inch pieces, so I'm putting 4. So basically I just routed out a channel for the thing to stick in, and then routed this out so it'll stick down inside it. And then I'm gonna put it down inside, and I roughed up all the edges of this stuff so it would go together. So now I'm just gonna put epoxy on everything, and then stick it together. And I have these clamps. Then I'm gonna clamp it. All right, so I hope you guys understand that. I'll try to set the camera up and actually videotape me laminating these pieces together, but you know, I just cut them out so it'd fit, so I can get 4 sandwiched in there. And then I'm gonna glue it all together and let it sit for a few hours, and then I'll start shaping it into a like a wing shape, just copying the other rudder. And that's gonna be messy, but one day if messy is okay. My arms are like covered in fiberglass, that sucks, but whew, okay. Wish me luck.
Let it on, dog.
Yeah, you gotta turn it on, and then you gotta push start.
Okay, here. You need sculpting a rudder. Not Michelangelo sculpt Scotch. Continue on the ship. Provide a difference.
I wanna get this layer of fiberglass off.
Is it working out?
All right, here's an update. My cameraman has dissented, but we knocked out, we cut all these down and we knocked them out. Now, I made a little mold of the other rudder right here and nailed it in, and then now I'm gonna shape it by hand with a grinder tool, wherever that is, this one. Okay? And yeah, it should be good. I just have to kind of eyeball it now. Okay, so I got the rudder all shaped. Now I'm putting glass on it. Bam. That's gonna be awesome. So that will fit here. I'll nail it in. I can just put nails in this stuff. And then I'll put some epoxy on the ends, nail it on, and then I draped a piece of cloth and cut it out and got it perfect. And you want to make sure that you rub all the sides of it when you shape and it goes over everything. All right, so now we're gonna lay the resin over the glass and just wet it out and wait for it to dry. I need some help with this though, because I need somebody to roll it while I do it. So we're gonna go get Denton. So we wetted down the entire thing, and then we took a piece of this from the board, peeled it off, and then nailed it to the top so it's perfectly flat. It's going to look really, really nice when it's done. And then when it's all dry, this will be all hard, and I'll just take a little bit of sandpaper, clean that edge up. And this edge up I'll just cut, and then it's done. I'm actually going to use it like that to sail all the way to Jamaica. And then when I get there, I'll use a little bit of epoxy and filler, and I'll fill it and paint it and stuff, but I gotta go. So I'm sailing with it like that. The installation's gonna take a little while too, because I gotta make, like, you know, spacers and shim it and stuff, because it's just a little bit, the aluminum doesn't come in the same size as the fiberglass tubing, which is ridiculous. Why wouldn't you make it the same size as aluminum? That's stupid. Anyway, this stuff's just a little bit bigger. It's like a 1/16 of an inch bigger. So this one will fit great, but I gotta make this collar, and I gotta make some shims to go around where all the stuff meets it. But in about 2 hours, this will be dry, and I'll clean it all up, and then we'll install it tomorrow morning. That's 4 days. 4 days of work to make a rudder from scratch. Oh yeah. This has been a really cool adventure, man. These guys are helping me out a lot. Cayman Islands is sweet. A little expensive, but man, the people are great. What's up, people? Let's talk about cost. I ended up having to make 2 of these rudders, so the cost was a little bit divided between the 2, but overall, it cost me about $670 to make the rudder. If you go outside, and I had somebody make this rudder with the same equipment and the same material, I got quoted about $4,000. So I'm figuring this is about $3,300 savings. Hey, lastly, this is the last week to buy shirts. If you'd like to order a SV Zingaro official crew tee, you can go to this link, bonfire.com/Zingaro. Thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to everybody that bought shirts. Kimmy and I have a lot more really cool stuff to show you guys. Don't forget to hit like. If you'd like to learn more about Patreon, please click on this link. And as always, fair winds and following seas.